Antibodies are proteins synthesized by B cells and plasma cells. Antibodies swim around and bind to antigens, and this prevents antigens from binding and damaging other cells. Antibodies coat the antigen by a process called opsonization and alert the phagocytes to eat and destroy the antigen. Antibodies can also activate the complement pathway to remove and destroy pathogens. Antibodies also mediate ADCC, which is antibody-dependent cell-mediated cytotoxicity, in which an effector cell of the immune system actively lyses a target cell, whose membrane surface antigens have been bound by specific antibodies. This is useful in killing cells that are infected by viruses and tumor cells who express different or non-self molecules on their surface. We're going to study the structure of antibodies today. To study the structure, we took antibodies to egg albumin, which was produced by rabbits. We digested the antibody in papain, and we found out that the antibody was split into two fractions: an insoluble fraction, which crystallized in the cold, called the Fc, and a soluble fragment which was able to bind with egg albumin. This fragment is called the FAB, or the antigen binding fragment. When the antibody is treated with pepsin, a fragment is obtained which is composed of two Fab fragments held together in position. The Fc portion is digested by pepsin into smaller fragments. Now, we're going to study these antibodies at a more molecular level. Each antibody consists of two pairs of polypeptide chains. These smaller chains are called the light chains, and the larger ones are called the heavy chains. The light chain is attached to the heavy chain by a disulfide bond. The heavy chains are structurally and antigenically distinct for each class and are designated by the Greek letter corresponding to the immunoglobulin class, such as gamma, alpha, mu, delta, and epsilon. You can remember this by the mnemonic GAMED: IgG, IgA, IgM, IgE, and IgD. We are going to study IgG. The light chains are similar in all classes of immunoglobulins. They occur in two varieties, kappa and lambda. The kappa and lambda chains occur in a ratio of about 2:1 in human serum. Each light chain and heavy chain are divided into two regions, the constant region and the variable region. The amino acid sequence is constant in the constant domain, and it constitutes the carboxy terminal. The amino terminal consists of an amino acid sequence that is highly variable. The variability determines the immunological specificity of the antibody molecule. As you can see, the Fc fragment is composed of the carboxy terminal portion of the edge chains. It does not possess antigen combining activity, but determines the biological properties of the immunoglobulin molecule, such as complement fixation, placental transfer, skin fixation, and catabolic rate. The paratope is the part of the antibody which recognizes an antigen, the antigen binding site of the antibody. The part of the antigen to which the paratope binds is called the epitope. The hinge region improves flexibility. Now let us study in very short some properties of immunoglobulin classes. IgM is the first antibody to be produced, and it is the largest antibody. IgG can be transferred across the placenta and gives passive immunity to the newborn. IgA is secreted in secretions such as tears and saliva, and IgE is seen in hypersensitivity reactions. That's all. We hope you liked it. This video was brought to you by Immense Immunology Insight. We'll be uploading the images on our website. And we'll put the link in the description below. We're also planning to upload a PowerPoint presentation as well. You have our permission to download and use it. And it'd be cool if you could credit us. Like, subscribe, and share. Let us know anything in the comments. Tell us something you know better. You're a brilliant mind. Yes, you are. Ask about something you don't understand. Compliment. Say something nice. Be a good critic and correct us if something went wrong. Go ahead, comment all you like.